Welcome back to the podcast. It is episode 8 of the NFL Predictions 2023. This is our last division, the NFC East. Debatably one of the best divisions in the entire NFL. And yeah, they're good. So, I feel like we just start off.
Well, one team is good, at least.
No. Okay. Well,
it has the best team in the NFL.
Give me two teams. Two teams are good. At least.
Well, yeah, the Cowboys are good, but the Cowboys are the Cowboys. We know who they are.
Well, yeah. They choke in the playoffs is what you're saying.
And they have Dak.
Dak is back, I thought. Dak is going to have a great season.
Is he?
He's going under 10 interceptions, he said. Which, he's bad when that's his goal. Well, I don't know. 10 interceptions isn't that bad.
All right, where do you want to start?
Let's start off with the Cowboys, since we're speaking on the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are good. They had a good season last year, but I think they just got better. They lost Zeke, but I kind of feel like Zeke was a liability. He was taking carries away from a guy like Tony Pollard, and he just wasn't doing anything with them. You got CeeDee Lamb. You have Brandon Cooks now. Your defense is top 5 in the NFL. It's just a matter of if Dak can play good. And I think Dak will play better than last year.
No.
No?
Dak is Dak.
How? So, what are you saying?
Dak is an average quarterback making, I don't know, what's he making now? $45 million a year?
I think it's 50.
Dak's an average quarterback making $50 million a year. I think you're right. I think their defense is phenomenal. Micah Parsons, I love that guy. When they drafted him a couple years ago, I said that would be, they drafted him at 7 or 8. I said that was the best pick in the draft. I love that guy. Defense is stout. I kind of disagree with you on Zeke. Yes, he was taking carries away from Tony Pollard, but Zeke's still a productive running back.
Well, let's hope. He's in New England now, so
we'll find out.
We'll have to see then.
Their offense is good. They're going to score points. Their defense is solid, if not exceptional. I'm saying they're really, really, really good team. 11-6.
I'm saying 12-5.
Okay, so we're close.
That the only thing I think is that's keeping them from going 13-4, 14-3 is kind of their run game. I know I was kind of speaking highly of Tony Pollard, but I think he's overhyped. I think he's a little overrated. He's getting a little older now. He sat behind Zeke for a long time. And my whole thing is, yeah, sure, the Cowboys love Zeke, but if they really believed in Pollard that much, why didn't they start him?
I think their whole season's on Dak. And I don't think Dak is a big game performer. Dak puts up numbers, but in a big game, he doesn't show up a whole lot. So I think they're going to be really good. I think they're going to be one of the best teams in the East. I think they're going to be one of the best teams in the NFC as a whole, but I don't have a lot of faith in them moving far in the playoffs.
12-5.
11-6.
We're close.
We are.
So let's go down let's go up north to the Commanders. Commanders have a lot of question marks because they got rid of any quarterback they had. Now they have Sam Howell. Sam Howell was supposed to be really good, and he's supposed to be promising, and it's just a question of how good will he actually be.
I think you just said it all. Sam Howell's your quarterback. Not a lot of promise in Washington. I think their defense is okay. Chase Young's coming back. They got some weapons in like Terry McLaurin, but Sam Howell is your quarterback.
Listen, statistically, their defense has always been good.
Always.
They've always had a top
They're always solid.
15, top 10 defense in the league. But their offense has always been the issue. The past couple years, they've had who? Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke. I can't even name anybody else.
Right now, would you take Sam Howell or Taylor Heineke?
See, Taylor Heineke is more of a veteran. He's been in the league for a while. And Sam Howell is a rookie. And the thing about Sam Howell being there is there's no mentorship for him. He doesn't have anybody to help him out. He doesn't, like, if Carson Wentz was still there, maybe they would actually have somebody to help him out. I think the Commanders sign Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan will probably help Sam Howell out. You know,
Why would Matt Ryan want to go to the Commanders? Other than money,
to play football again.
I guess. I just have no confidence in Sam Howell. I think he's going to be in over his head, especially in that division, especially in that conference. 11-5, or I'm sorry, 5-12. Where did I get 11-5? 5-12.
Well, I have 6-11.
Now we're close again.
Again, great offensive Terry McLaurin is your offense basically, and your defense is good. You can't have a good team with no offense. So 6-11. But let's head up to New York. The Giants.
The New York Giants.
Well, they're technically the New Jersey Giants. Let's be honest.
Technically, they are.
So same with the Jets. Anyway, the New Jersey Giants, right? They were...
Don't call a team by the wrong city. That's inappropriate.
Really?
Very inappropriate.
Really?
Exactly.
So it's not like you call the Chargers the San Diego Chargers?
They are the San Diego Chargers.
Well, but
that's the right city.
Well, but where are they currently? Where's their stadium located?
It's close to San Diego. It's in the vicinity.
It's in the same state, but probably like a lot of miles away.
All right, back to the New York Giants.
Fine, New York Giants. Daniel Jones is your quarterback. They signed him on a massive contract in the offseason.
What a horrible contract.
That was a dumb contract.
What a horrible.
Listen, I used to hate Daniel Jones. Like, he was my least favorite quarterback before Herbert showed up. And rightfully so. Daniel Jones is not that good. And I think last year made people think differently of him, maybe give Giants fans a little hope. But I think this year, I think he shows his true colors.
So why do you hate Daniel Jones?
He was bad, and people...
Well, you hate him because he's bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
It made me mad that he was bad.
Don't you feel sorry for him because he's bad?
No, there was a good team around him, and he sucked.
But then he got like $40 million a year.
Yeah, and he still sucks.
But you feel sorry for him?
No.
You just said he is.
No, I said I don't...
You hate him.
I don't like him because he has a good team.
How could you hate a dude that makes $40 million a year, even though he sucks?
Because he has a good team around him and he sucks.
Good for him. You can suck and make $40 million a year.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Somebody make it to the NFL and you can be just as bad as Daniel Jones. Anyway, Daniel Jones is just not a great quarterback. I think he shows his true colors. I don't think he'll be good or as good as he was last year. And let's be honest, he really wasn't even that good last year. He did cut down on turnovers, but I mean, I think it was kind of a fluke season. I think it was. I think the Giants had a fluke season last year.
I agree with you. I think Saquon's done. And I don't know why that happened. Like, that dude was a great running back, and I think he's done. Daniel Jones, bad. Daniel Jones or Sam Howell?
I'm going back I just think Daniel Jones has more experience.
Um,
If you okay, so I'm saying this. If you put Daniel Jones behind the Dolphins, and the Dolphins, Sam Howell and Daniel Jones inside the Dolphins facility, I think Daniel Jones performs better. Not gonna lie.
I would take Daniel Jones all day over Sam Howell. That was a bad question, but that doesn't mean Daniel Jones is good. 7-10 for the Giants.
I'm actually gonna say 10-7. I know I've been
You just said last year was a fluke.
I know, but this year is not gonna be a fluke.
So they're going to be as good, if not better.
What did they go last year?
I don't.
Oh wait,
9-8ish. They made the playoffs.
9-7-1.
9-7-1. So basically, what you're saying is they're a fluke last year, but they're going to be better this year.
I think Saquon Barkley carries their team. Also, they have a pretty good defense.
So they weren't a fluke,
Daniel Jones is a fluke.
but they're still going 10-7.
My logic doesn't make sense,
Not at all.
but we'll go with it.
There is zero logic behind this pick, but okay. I go 7-10.
I'm going 10-7.
You go 10-7.
Yeah, so the final team, you said the best team in the NFL. I'm going to disagree, but Eagles.
I think they're the best team in the NFL.
I don't think they are.
I mean, look, I still don't have a lot of confidence in Jalen Hurts, but he was pretty darn good last year. He's got weapons around him, and that defense got better. That defense got way better. They are the best team in the NFL.
Listen, I'm not going to discount Jalen Hurts' season. I'm not going to discount the Eagles' season. But they had a really, really easy schedule last year. They played below 500 teams, I think, the first 10 games or whatever, before they lost to the Commanders, and eventually their undefeated season ended. But I think that they have a legitimate shot to win the Super Bowl. I just don't think they have a as good looking record as they did last year. I'm saying 12-5. I think Jalen Hurts performs. I think your offense has a great wide receiver core. You have the best O-line in the league. Your defense is great. You lost some defensive players, but you got them back in the draft. Also, can we just call them the Philadelphia Bulldogs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because their whole team is Georgia.
Well, their defense
Their
is.
defense is Georgia.
Why not, though? They're phenomenal.
Yeah, they're good.
That's why their defense got better. For every reason you just said, 14-3.
They went 14-3 last year. I just think they have a way harder schedule than this year. Or than last year.
14-3.
12-5.
Best team in the NFC by far. Probably the best team in the NFL.
I'm giving them a tie with the Cowboys.
All right, so I've got Eagles winning that division 14-3. Got the Cowboys 11-6, also making the playoffs. And then Giants 7-10, and then Washington 5-12.
So I've got the Cowboys actually winning the division.
Wow.
They tie in record. I just think they'll have, since they both have such good defenses, I think that the point differential will be better in Dallas's favor. So I think they'll get the win in that division. I have the Eagles in second at 12-5, Giants at 10-7, making the playoffs, and the Eagles making the playoffs, and the Commanders in dead last, going 6-11. But that's it. That's all the NFL divisions.
So I guess next episode is our predictions.
I'm very excited.
Hopefully they're better than last year.
Week 1. Soon. The NFL starts soon. It's very exciting.
All right.
We'll see you then.